Hello, so today I am showing you how I made my coronation corgi cake. This took me a day, obviously on and off. I baked it the day before. Luckily I did because the vanilla cake ended up sticking to the mould, which was my fault. I didn't prep it properly, so I ended up making a chocolate cake in the end. So the mould I'm using is a Molly's Creature Creator mould, and I think it's the laying down one, and it was really cool. It worked on the second batch of cake anyway. And then I will link both recipes that I used for the legs and the body. So it didn't go to waste. I ended up using the vanilla cake for the legs in the end. And then I used an American buttercream as well, which I'll again link. I covered the cake in a white chocolate ganache, and then I covered it in fondant, which I coloured with PME food colour gel. I also added a bit of Squire's Sugar Florist paste in the white fondant just to firm it up a bit, make it a bit more movable, mould it into better shapes, using some really cool tools that you can buy anywhere. You can get from eBay, Amazon, local cake shops. Always try and support small businesses. Try and go to your local cake shops to get these things. And then basically just kind of making fur texture, and I'm shaping out like the legs and kind of making it look a little bit more realistic rather than a cartoon. And always trust the process, because you saw how it started off. It kind of looks a bit like a blob with more blobs attached, so you just got to keep going with it. I really wanted to challenge myself this time with this cake. I was going to do just a basic cake, but I ended up thinking, no, I want to try and do a dog. I want to go for a corgi. I wanted to incorporate the queen in there somehow because I thought that would be quite sweet. And I really enjoyed making the crown, actually. It took a while, but it was a really good challenge for me, and I'm glad I did it because I think it really finished him off. Like, I don't think that it would have looked as good without the crown, but I've kind of shaped the ears into ear shapes with fondant, and I've had to use cocktail sticks to skewer them on so that they stay still and they don't flop down. Again, adding some more fur texture. And then I added lots of colour. So I was going to leave it as it was, but then I thought, no, it needs a bit more realistic touches to it. So I added a bit more colour using Sugar Flare edible dust and tints. And I'm glad I did that too, because it really has made him pop. And he looks a little bit like a real corgi now. A little bit cartoony as well in the face with the extra large mouth. But I think he's quite cute, and I'm happy with how he turned out. So I also added a little collar. I had some, this kind of like diamante ribbon left over. So I thought that would look cool as a little collar. And I saw this little red and white spotty ribbon for the cake board, which I thought kind of finished it up and made it look quite smart. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you have any questions or want to comment down below, feel free. Like my page and hit the subscribe button.